As for, how support's been good. Support's been great. No complaints at all from me.
1 week later.
That's why I was hoping that we were going to be hitting goals. And the fact that we didn't hit this one sucks. And now we're playing this again on Wednesday. We're going to have the same situation. I hope not, Robust urban garlic flavor. No, Oompa Loompa has not shown up since Friday when they challenged me to win 6 straight in CVS 2 and I won 10. They haven't been around. So we haven't seen them. And so they have not been able to follow up on their promise of a $60 contribution. Would be perfect for today on a super slow day like today. It certainly would come in handy.
Oof, Oompa Man, you're on thin ice. You gotta support Phil when Phil wants to be supported, especially when it's slow, because otherwise he can't play WWE Champions.
Magic, thanks for $2 super chat. Different game, please. Yeah, I'll be playing a different game on my late stream and tomorrow and the day after. Just come to a stream for a game that you want rather than complaining about the game I'm playing. Thanks. Okay.
Yeah, Phil doesn't understand that he's being a dead horse here. Nobody wants to see you play a puzzle game. And they're not being rude to you like you are to them. They just want to see something more entertaining, and they want you to be more entertaining. That's just how it is. You don't make puzzle games interesting.
I know, Ian. He says, wow, that was very little reward for so much work. It was a...
Yeah, that kind of sounds like tipping Darkside Phil, because when he hits the goal, he just goes on to the next one.
Allowance. And it was a piece of another puzzle, basically, right?
This is the perfect metaphor for Phil, because Phil is the puzzle piece. And when you complete the puzzle, there's like 17 pieces that are gone. It's a never-ending Snortex going all down that money pit.
All right. So now, guys, now that we've done that, and thank you, Ellipsian, for helping me with that, because I never would have figured that out. We have about 15, 20 minutes left. So we're going to try as much as we can to do a real run through the mansion now and see if we can get anything out of it.
Come on, guys. We only got 15 minutes to support Phil. 15 minutes left. You got to tip now. Otherwise, Phil will have a freak out.
Okay. And by the way, guys, last chance to support the stream. Here we are at the very end. The Blueprint streams have done great since I brought them back to day streams. This one, sadly, has not. We did get more than halfway to the goal, but now is your last chance. If you want to see Blueprints continue as a day stream, please support the stream right now. Let's hit that goal, okay? All right. Let's go back. We're done. We actually never have to come down here.
Okay, got you, Phil. If you don't raise $150, you won't play Blueprints again on the day stream. It's not like there won't be future ways you can support Phil like every single day.
Do a fresh video for the next run.
And that means he is splitting the part.
Day 33.
Day 33 of non-stop e-begging with the perpetual panhandler, Philip Paul Burnell.
All right. Good stuff. Thank you, guys. I will see you in this next run. Cool. All right. I just have to pee really quick, everybody. So bear with me. I'm just going to run to the bathroom. Yeah, Loaded Diaper's an idiot. He's saying you can't stream on Kick and another place and be in the partner program. That changed like a month ago. But you're an idiot. And you're going to come in here and try to lecture me. You don't know what you're talking about. Moron. Okay, I'll be right back.
Stream is not going well. At this point, he only has $23 in, viewer contributions. He is getting annoyed by a guy named Loaded Diaper because Kick is messaging him and telling him that he has to, click something that he's multi-streaming. I guess it has something to do with, Kick is paying him because he's streaming live. Now we got more chair things. You can see the little chair of the green screen here. This is good B-roll. There's no fill here whatsoever. I don't know why he didn't just put music in this part. He's just sitting there. Isn't the game playing music or something? But I don't know. He's not happy. Oh, I hear something. But that's probably raw fill. But $23 of support. He's played this for at least an hour. He's not happy. And at this point, he may have only gotten a $1 $5 tip because that's his top tip of the day. So he's not going to be playing WWE Champions tonight. And he gets more support, but it won't get any better because he's not going to get tips. As he says, tips are the liquidity of his business. And if he doesn't have tips, he can't play WWE Champions. He can't go into his PayPal. He will have to wait until YouTube or Kick pays him. So he doesn't like that because he doesn't want to wait monthly. But here's the thing, Phil. You've been doing this for years, so you should be saving your money. But unfortunately for your fans, it all goes down a money pit of WWE Champions.
Shoot. I should have paused because the game times you, and we're trying to get the clock tower early, and I screwed that up. All right. So, guys, here's the deal. I am going to continue on. We have 2 more hours of gameplay of Blueprints on the stream.
Send me money, 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 send me money.
Guys, this is the least supported stream I've had in ages. We are at $12, and we are, 3 hours into the stream. Okay?
Guys, I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage if I don't get $150 today. So you better up the support. Otherwise, Jasper is going to explode. Cat is going to cry. I'm going to be destitute and living in a barrel.
Now, we still have 2 hours left. Please support Blueprints. I've absolutely loved this game, and I've loved keeping it in the rotation. I want to keep it in the rotation. We put so much time into it. Every time we play, we have advancement. I have a lot of fun with it. Please support Blueprints today. If you like this stream, you like this game, please support it, all right? I would appreciate that. Anything. A super chat, a tip, a membership, a sub. Right now, we have 1 membership, 1 tip, 1 super chat, and that's it. And that's why we're at, like, what, $12?
Yeah, that $12 is worthless to me because I didn't get a $100 tip from somebody. We're in deep trouble, guys. I'm not going to be able to order DoorDash tonight. I won't have enough money for groceries.
Oh, excuse me, we're at $17. So, please support if you can, all right? All right, here we go.
Please support if you can because I really need that money. I really do.
All right, guys. Blueprints time. Thanks for chilling. Stick around we could still interact, but, I'll be playing Blueprints, and feedback is always appreciated when we play this game.
I'm starting the game, guys, so I'm mostly going to ignore you unless you tip me. Even though the whole podcast, I was pretty much ignoring you unless you tipped me. So we're kind of doing the same thing, except I'm just going to be playing a game and ignoring you. Instead of staring at the screen and ignoring you. Sounds like fun.
And, of course, support, guys. We're at only $7. Now, I have 3 hours of gameplay coming up.
Yeah, this whining is funny because usually his podcasts were always slowly supported. But now since the Kino lock, he expects like $50 before the stream starts proper. So it's like, really? You're just upping the goals right here.
Obviously, I would love to hit a goal. We're going to do another Blueprint stream later in the week, too. So please, let's get some support for Blueprints today. Here we go. All right, everyone, welcome back to Blueprints. It is...
Yeah, we need to show Phil that we love this game, so we gotta throw money at him, even though we're giving money to Phil and not the game. Like, if you love the game so much, just go buy the game and play it yourself. Now, Phil, do you see the problem of hyping up the game instead of yourself? You're the streamer. The game is not the streamer.
We got a good amount of stuff out of this daily run. Let's call it quits for today. Not bad at all. All right, time to get rid of Loaded Diaper, who doesn't understand that you can multi-stream now on Kick because he's a complete dunce. Wasting my time.
Yeah, Phil gives his fans a perpetual Loaded Diaper every day. It's like, you gotta tip me or I will give you a Loaded Diaper.
What happens if you click black? I forgot. Oh, it moves right. That's correct.
Yeah, Phil doesn't get that him playing a puzzle is not entertaining because he's not good at them. And his thinking mechanisms don't really work well for streaming.
I don't know. See, I can do that. That's as much as I can solve. That's it. I can't do the rest.
Oh, Phil's given up immediately, once again. Yay! The only thing he perseveres in is begging, not gameplay.
I don't know how to do more.
Isn't this riveting? Wouldn't you want to drop $1,600 on this man in one sitting?
My problem is I don't understand Orange. Orange doesn't seem to do anything.
Yeah, Phil, it's a puzzle. We're in a puzzle game. So if you don't understand the puzzle, it'll be a tough time.
All this for just an allowance increase, too.
Oh, look, there's like a whole thing of detail that you can read that'll help you with the puzzle. Did you actually read that? Or did you randomly click buttons and see which way it would go? Click. What's gonna happen, Phil? What's gonna happen?
Pressing white is a waste. You don't want to press white because it turns it into a worthless gray.
The funny thing is Phil has a notepad, like a literal one that he's writing down what the things are. So it's like, did he do this for this puzzle or not?
Pressing black turns the white. No, it just moves everything to the right once. I'm gonna have to give up. There's no way, guys. I could solve this. It would take me an hour. I don't have hours to stream. No one wants to stare here watching me do this. I hate to say it, you know, this is great for someone playing it for themselves. They want to do this. It's not for a streamer, you know? It's not. No one cares about this as is. And now I'm trying to do this like, dude, I'll never figure this out.
Well, Phil is right that his audience will probably not want to sit here watching him fiddle with this for hours because Phil is terrible at puzzles. But no, he's just gonna stare and think about it.
Oh my God. All right, let's see if this makes sense. So first, you move the black. Okay, great. Now you got to get the white to the top. Then you click the white. Whoa, wait, what? When you click a white next to a gray, it turns the gray into a white. How would I have known that? I would have never known that. All right. So now, I mean, now we have all kinds of stuff going on. That's going to rotate the white down to the corner. Yup. And then click. Are you kidding me? Clicking a orange between two white makes it a white. Again, you would never know that. You'd have to do endless trial and error. Endless trial and error to figure this out. Wow. So now you're cloning whites, which makes it feasible. It wasn't feasible until you could clone the whites.
Yeah, the guy playing a puzzle game is surprised that there's a puzzle in the game. Like, honestly, if you read that pamphlet again, he'd probably queue up on what the hints were.
This is insane. Look how long this is.
And maybe some of it is trial and error. Maybe that's the point of it. It's supposed to be fun, Phil. But you don't get that because you expect it to be fun for your audience. But games are usually not made for just to live stream. They're made for their players' enjoyment.
Absolutely ridiculous. All this for an allowance. 2 coins. It's not even a big deal. Yikes.
That is Phil's exact response when he gets a $2 tip. He's not happy. He's like, I put in all this effort for nothing. He wants to do minimum effort, maximum profit. And he's surprised that a puzzle took him more than 15 seconds. Phil, it's a puzzle game. There's going to be puzzles in the game. Why you thought this was a good idea to stream, I have no idea. Because you're not good at this stuff.
I received a $4.20 tip.
I know it's been a slow stream, Phil, but try to contain your excitement a little bit.
If my laptop would work, I would try to shout it out. There is nothing. Okay, there's nothing there. There's no message. It's just a 420 tip. Thank you, whoever did anonymously the 420 tip. I appreciate you. One of the very few contributions we've gotten today, so thank you. So now we're up to 23 bucks of support with only, oh man, we only have like an hour left. Guys, I don't know what's going on with Blueprints today.
He doesn't know what's going on, guys. The game's playing, but nobody's tipping him. He's only got $25 in support. He's panicking. Dude, you're ungrateful, that's why. Nobody wants to tip you unless they're really... You know. Try to panhandle less. Maybe it will work.
All right, guys. Oh, man. I have no idea what a Steam controversy over Ivy fan art is. Never heard of it. Okay.
Phil is staring at the chat. Phil is leaning in to ban somebody. He is not going to talk to his audience while he does that because he thinks this is very important. He needs to moderate everything because if you say one thing that insults his fragile ego, he will flip out. He is not happy. You are gone. You are sent to ban world. You will never come back. He's very salty that he's only made $23 so far. He is not happy whatsoever. He is a man as he leans in. This isn't even a stealth bag at this point. He's taking way too long.
Okay. All right, guys, we got another hour left. We're gonna keep going. Solve this puzzle. Keep it going. These are the big mysteries of the game, and we're solving them. All right. So we're actually getting closer to completion. Thank you for chilling. Thank you for hanging out. Please support if you can. All right.
He thinks that completing a part of a game will get him money. He thinks that making progress in a game will get him money. Phil, that's not how it works, Phil.
Water level to 13 and drain the fountain, then there's no point in doing this. You understand? Like, we're basically at an impasse. Shout out to your future stepdad. They're here and they just gifted 10 subs over on Kick. Thank you so much, your future stepdad. Wow, I really appreciate that. Today's one of the slowest streams I've ever had.
When there's a will, there's a whale always lurking to help save Phil and bail him out.
So that immediately gets us $50 of support and jumps us up to $73 of support, which means we're halfway. With a little over an hour to go, we are now in position to actually hit the goal if people do rally and support. So please do. Okay? All right. Thank you so much, your future stepdad. Really, I appreciate you, man.
Phil, you still need $77 to hit that goal. It's not close. You're only halfway there at all. You're not really in position. This is why it's so ineffective that you raised your goals from 50 to 150. Like, at least with 50, there was like at least some buffer in there. Now there isn't. And he's like so hopeful because this will gave him $50. Like, he'll have to wait for it. He's like, wait, I can use this to propel us even further, so maybe I'll get another 70. And then when that doesn't happen, he's going to blame the game instead of himself.
The stream's supposed to end at 4, but I've been going late recently.
Look at me. I've been working so hard for you all. I'm staying 15 minutes late.
Yeah, this stream usually ends at 4, but I've been going a little bit late as of late in order to try to finish up what I'm doing in games. Like right now, I want to finish this run. I'm going to try to finish it.
Oh, so this is the thanks I get for working overtime.
About 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. And we hit the support goal. Less than 50 to go.
Yeah, so the funny thing, he actually made a math error, so he was actually asking for 10 less than what he usually asks for. But it's like he's trying to instill FOMO. And it's like if he said, hey, if we keep getting contributions, I will keep streaming. That would work better than saying, oh, we got 10 minutes left. It's like, nobody's going to give you like $5 to hit a goal because you're just so far away from that goal. Like, if you had 50, 100, 150 and have 3 goals per stream, that would work better because it's, like, more feasible. Kino Casino really wrecked you, Phil.
All right. Save and quit. And I do want to say thank you to those who were here and did support in some way. It's a shame because as we brought this game back to the daytime slot, we've been hitting the support goals every time. Today we didn't.
And unsurprisingly, the majority of the support came from 2 people because that's just how Phil rolls. He just wants the whale mega bucks instead of the cheap $1 tips that he doesn't consider. Because if he considered those $1, $2, and $5, he'd be making more money. But he's like, no, I don't want 20 people supporting me. I want 1 person supporting me with all their money. I want a $1,000 tip right now. And then when I don't get it, I'm going to whine indefinitely about it.
It's disappointing. I realize the game, we've been playing it for a long time, okay?
Guys, you're bored of the game, but you have to tip me anyway. Here's how it goes. I turn on OBS, you give me money. That's how it works. You gotta play your part. You gotta contribute. Doesn't matter if I suck at streaming, you gotta contribute. You gotta fill the king's coffers right now so we can play WWE Champions tonight. That's how it works. I didn't make the rules, except I totally did.
Every time I play it, we get people coming on the stream and whining.
Phil, it's only fair that they're whining. You whine all the time. You whine constantly to them. If you do that, it's totally okay for them to whine back to you. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't like this game's boring. I don't know why people come to the stream if they're just gonna whine. I really don't.
Because you stream way too much, Phil, that you've attracted so many people, and even your fans, they're like, why is he playing a game I don't like? They don't understand that you play everything. And then they don't understand that you whine so many times about wage quitting a game that you won't wage quit this one. They want to be entertained, Phil. They don't want to be bored.
Personally, I'm still really enjoying. You saw how much we unlocked today. How much I really enjoyed the game, right? I'm having a grand time playing it. I want to keep going, but I am hoping that this is a one-off.
Phil, it doesn't matter if you enjoy the game. It doesn't matter if you're having a grand day out, or in your case, a grand day in, because it's every day for you. It's about how much money your fans have to spend on you. They're probably just tapped out for the month because they don't have their paychecks yet. And also, it's not their obligation to support you each and every stream. If you want more support, you have to either stream longer or grow your audience so there's more people that will be able to support you. But you don't want to do either of those two things. You just want to sit here and panhandle. And it's really insufferable when you do this because you got $100, or you're not getting 100, but like $100 people spent on you, and you're like spitting on it because you didn't get to a goal.
All right? Really, I hope that this isn't to become a regular thing, because if it does, that's a big problem, okay?
Yeah, Phil, that's called begging. You are the king of making your financial problems your audience's problems. And we all know you're spending all that money on WWE champions. You're just sweating because you only got like $5 in tips today, and like that's not enough for WWE champions. You gotta wait for the kick revenue and the YouTube streams to come in before you get WWE champions time. Good things come to those who wait, Phil.
All right, guys. Well, the other reason that this does put us at a, how can I say, it's not a bad position, but if you had looked at the amount of streams that we have going this week, okay, if we had hit a goal every stream now through Friday we would have been doing DSP tries of this new How to Train Your Dragon meal at Burger King, which would put us in prime position to hit 100 goals next week for the big marathon. That's why I was hoping that we were going to be hitting goals, and the fact that we didn't hit this one sucks. And now we're playing this again on Wednesday. We're going to have the same situation. I hope not, but it's not the end of anything. I mean, we did well. $100 is a good amount.
Oh no, we didn't hit an arbitrary goal. Now Phil can't eat fast food on stream on Saturday. Oh wow, what are we gonna do now? I guess the sky is falling. Like, Phil, this is ridiculous. You're like a coach that is living vicariously through his players. You're like, come on, we gotta actually do better next time. I was not thrilled with that performance. Phil, we're talking about a live stream. You got $100, and by sitting here and complaining about the goal, you're saying all the money you got from your fans today was meaningless. And you don't get that. You're completely ungrateful. All you really think about is that you only got $5 in tips. So you're thinking you just got $5. You're not including that you got 95% from kicks, so that's another $45+ that you're gonna get eventually. Then you're gonna get stream revenue for kicks, so you're gonna get more, which is probably like 5 because it's Phil, if he's getting that much, because he has like 100 people watching at most on Kick. Then he has YouTube Super Chats, which is 70%, and then if it's on Apple, this is why I found this out recently, why he hates Super Chats. If somebody's using it on Apple, like iOS, they take another 30 out, so he only gets half. So it's like, oh, I get this, but counting towards my goal is a lot. So it's like if a whale comes in and gives him $200, then it's really 100 he's pocketing, which he's not happy about that.
Okay. Get everything set up for the late stream.
And he's gonna start his late stream by begging. Of course he is.
Okay. All right, so tonight, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is more of the Capcom Fighting Collection 2, more Capcom vs. SNK 2. There's actually a big discussion going on. I'm going to read it. People were talking about P-Groove is good. I'm going to see, maybe I'll do some P Groove tonight. I'll have to figure it out. But thank you guys for chilling with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. I'll see you tonight for fighting games. If not, tomorrow is more clear ups here and American Truck Simulator. Okay? All right. I will see you all tonight for fighting games. All right? See you then. Peace out, everybody.
And this is what Phil does. The main content that he puts out is not the gameplay, it is the begging. He is here to beg for all your money, and if he doesn't get it, he is going to whine and beg and cry even harder. If he has one bad stream, that is going to go into the next stream and the next stream and the next stream. He's going to constantly bring it up and make it your problem until you give him enough money. And when you give him enough money, he's never going to be satisfied. So why give him money at all in the first place?
2 hours later.
Good to see you all. Good evening. Hopefully tonight you guys will enjoy. I know that earlier today when I was playing Blueprints, it wasn't exactly the most attended stream. It was actually quite slow, and I think it was because it's Memorial Day.
No, Phil, that's never the case. The thing is, on holidays, YouTube views go up. You think it's counterintuitive, but people are just on their phones in between spending time with their families. YouTube views go up those days because people aren't working, Phil. So it being Memorial Day means your views should have been up.
But I do have an international audience. I think the people that were here weren't American, But now, most people, it's night now, so you probably had your celebrations for Memorial Day, and you're here to relax and chill and enjoy some fighting games, so I hope so.
So the reason Phil has, an international audience is because when he goes live in the morning in the Pacific time zone, it is 7 in Great Britain and 8 in Central Europe. So he's streaming during their prime nighttime.
So earlier today, we did not hit the support goal for Blueprints. This is the first time we haven't done it as Blueprints was a day stream ever. Every single time I had Blueprints as a daytime stream, we've hit it. But sadly, we didn't earlier. It wasn't awful. We still got over $100, but...
And this is exactly what Phil does. It doesn't matter if he hit a goal 10 streams in a row. If he doesn't hit it once, he's going to whine and complain about it. If he had a stream where he made $500 and then the next stream he makes $50, he is going to put more weight on that $50 stream. It's just completely disingenuous, and it's guilt tripping, and it's panhandling. He is so entitled, it's ridiculous. If he doesn't get his allowance from his fans, he is not going to be a happy camper, and he's going to let us all know about it.
Tonight, it would be great to bounce back from that. I want to do DSP Tries It of the new How to Train Your Dragon Meal at Burger King this Friday. That's when I would like to do it, okay? So, that means we have to start hitting goals. We're at 92 right now. 82 out of 90.
He doesn't care about eating Burger King. What he cares about is manipulating his fans into thinking he does, so he thinks it will force them to pay him, which it really doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. Why give somebody $1,500 to see them eat Burger King? They're only really going to support you towards those goals if they like what you're doing. It's not about seeing you eat Burger King, Phil. But this is the guy who thought for years people paid to see him put on glasses, put on a hat, put on a vest. So it's going to be a mundane thing that he's going to shield and say, oh, it's not e-bagging, I'm saying we're going towards a goal. It is when you mention it hundreds of times per stream, Phil. That's just how it goes.
So please, let's hit a goal tonight. Please support old school fighting game.
Well, here's the thing, Phil. Old school fighting games should be your bread and butter. They should actually be a draw for your audience. So if you're not making a lot of money on that stream, you got to really go back to the whiteboard and think this over.
Now, Oompa Loompa hasn't been here since my last CVS2 stream, and I won one of their challenges and they didn't pay up. Hopefully, if they do show up, they will.
DSP doesn't realize how pathetic it is that he's constantly bringing this up, that a fan said he was giving money and then he hasn't showed up. Phil, your fans have lives outside of your streams, and it just makes you look greedy and desperate that you have to constantly bring up, oh, I need this guy's $50, I need it right now. No, Phil. Swiper, no swiping. Get your hand out of the cookie jar. This is ridiculous.
There has been other people like your future stepdad has done a challenge to me while I'm playing this game, saying, hey, if you do this, like last time I said, if you beat your opponent using their own team, you know, I'll do a contribution. So
Yeah, like you're guilt tripping here. You're trying to convince your future stepdad, Dave Burnell, to give you more money. You shouldn't be doing this, Phil. It's completely disrespectful to your audience, both the people that support you financially and those who don't. This is why you're having trouble cracking 200 viewers. It's not just the restreamers, Phil. It's you.
if guys are up to that tonight, I'd be down for it, but we have to have people who are reliable. We have to have people that I can trust.
Wow, Phil, are you gonna freak out when somebody says they're gonna give you $20 and they don't give you $20? Is that what your streams are about? I thought it was having chill, fun gameplay. I didn't know it was about the money. No way.
So we'll see what happens, okay? I hope that we hit the goal tonight. Really, I do. So that we can keep that momentum going. It's going to be a good night.
Yeah, when he says momentum, he means money flowing into him. He's got to keep that money going. Like, yeah, Phil, you're a live streamer. You do this for revenue, but constantly bringing it up and making your finances your audience problem is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to entertain them. Making your financial problems or your issues or your perceived problems, because let's be real, you're spending it on WWE champions, is not entertaining. It's not going to make people want to support you. It's going to lead to a bunch of trolls and detractors, as you call them, that are watching you and counting every tip you make.
Thank you, Big Papa Phil. Now, let's get our first sub on Kick tonight. Let's get our first super chat. How about some memberships, which we haven't had many of at all this week, right? Let's go.
Let's go, guys. Let's get some support. And this is the huge problem with these leaderboards and the goals. If you mention them constantly, you suck all the fun out of your live streams because you make the live streams about the money. The games are literally just a facade so Phil can do something instead of staring at the chat and waiting for somebody to tip him. He's basically a cam girl. Like, seriously. This is what he does. It's about giving me money and that's all. But he's not providing any meaningful or positive experience. You could go play the game yourself. You could go find another streamer who plays the game. Maximilian plays fighting games. That's a recommendation. Like, Phil, you gotta be unique. And unfortunately for you, your uniqueness is panhandling, which is a double-edged sword. Yes, you're getting over $100,000 a year, but you're wasting it mostly on champions, and you're not happy with what you're doing.
No, I did not play Class of 09. That did not happen. Oh, hold on. I need to wipe my joystick off. It is a little dirty. Hold on a second here. I need paper towels. I have a cleaner in here, but I need paper towels. I need to wipe it down before we begin, okay? My knee. 1 second. I just smashed my knee. Great.